Hi, my name is Robert Puentes. I'm a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution's Metropolitan Policy Program. And for this last year, Bruce Katz and I give the Obama administration an A- when it comes to infrastructure investments for long-term prosperity. We think there has certainly been a boost in infrastructure spending. There have been very important policy reforms, some important innovations. However, we feel that a grade of incomplete is probably more accurate, given that infrastructure has a very long tail, and there are many more things that we need to do when it comes to infrastructure, not just next year, but years into the future. This time last year, we did call on the Obama administration to make targeted and timely investments in infrastructure, but as the administration kind of took office last year, we know that it had its hands full, and the infrastructure problems and challenges kind of manifested themselves in the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which was by far the most important infrastructure innovation over the last year. And infrastructure, in fact, when you take out the tax cuts, was about a quarter of the overall package of the recovery package last year. There were some major investments in new green kinds of infrastructure, big investments in the electric grid, big investments in broadband in underserved and unserved areas, a big investment to jumpstart the nation's high-speed rail network. But I think most of the attention from the infrastructure piece of the recovery package went to the so-called gray infrastructure, money for roads and bridges and so forth. And while a lot of the results of that spending, whether or not it's producing jobs, is still kind of opaque, the one thing that it really did that was very important was to make that spending transparent and connect it to this one performance measure of jobs created. So while we know that we're sifting through a lot of those details right now, connecting this spending to something tangible like jobs created is a sea change for how we think about infrastructure here in Washington.